Hello and welcome to round 9 of the championship, and before we head into the Italian Grand Prix at Tuscany in Mugello, we're going to go through a quick update, small update just to one team. Porsche have got a new livery with the Yuki Tsunoda and Arvid Lindblad. It's the new permanent livery for the season. It looks pretty good in my opinion. It is based off the Endurance Hypercar team livery. And that means, well, it's pretty good. Again, I got it off Discord. Remember, qualifying is 8 minutes. But of course, you guys want to watch all of that as we get ready for the first qualifying event at Tuscany. It's the first track. That is the first time this track has hosted an event in this championship. Of course, it hosted one event in F1 history, being in 2020. Valtteri Bottas is the first one out on track. Here's Arvid Lindblad out in this new Porsche livery. It looks stunning. I can't remember who the creator was. I'll try and figure them out. It was just such an incredible livery that. As we head back down to Valtteri Bottas, this track, of course, has got a lot of elevation in the game and in real life. It's Hadjar's the last car to leave the pit lane. I think both Ferrari drivers, for once, have got quite a lot of clear. What? No, that's gay stuff. Clean air. As the start finish straight in this track isn't very straight and isn't very level. In fact, it's very difficult to watch the cars, I reckon. This is a good camera shot. I think we need this camera shot on lap 1. But you can see this elevation on this track is just so incredible. These actually in there, I reckon, is flat out. Kevin nice, it's the fastest. Will that Harry Bottas catch up to Isaac Hadjar and get in the traffic? I don't think he will, but he lands the final corner now to set the benchmark that time. In 1 minute exact, Kimi Antonelli's next one, he goes 5 tenths faster. Well, not 1 minute exact, but you know what I mean, 1 minute 5. Well, no, 1 minute 0.5. Oh, 1 minute 0.5, but Oscar Piastri goes 59.7. Lewis Hamilton, who's got multiple pole positions this season but hasn't got on to the win. Where does he go? He goes into provisional pole 59.69. Charles Leclerc is in traffic. He wasn't clean air for a little bit, but he's now in traffic. I can't imagine this lap's going to be that great. He's with, I think it's Pierre Gasly behind him. Yeah, these guys are not going to go too high. Charles Leclerc only P19. Max Verstappen next across the line for Red Bull. He puts that car P5. Red Bull seems to have found some pace this season now. As Isaac Hadjar got a podium last race in the European Grand Prix, goes P1st. Yuki Tsunoda, who was in that Group 4 there, who's caught in traffic, he's in P10. That is not bad. His teammate's down in P20, out of 24. But Yuki Tsunoda is in P10. That is really not bad. Look how fast they take these sets of corners there. It's incredible, isn't it? Be a rush back out to set his second lap as Valtteri Bottas is showing he went in and straight out. So the Kimi Antonelli, Oscar Piastri and Alex Dunn and Ollie Behrman, who is also leaving the pit lane. He's on P4. If he can improve his lap time, he's only around 2-3 tenths off the pace. That is incredible for Haas as his teammate down P9. I'm now watching Oscar Piastri. Valtteri Bottas, he starts his flying lap now, but he will almost definitely hit some traffic here a lot of cars. I'm trying to look at around Hamilton. He might also hit some traffic of Williams, who I think is yellow flag in sector 1 here. I'm trying to think who it is. Pierce has crashed out somewhere. I can't tell where. I think his car has despawned. I can't see where he could have crashed. Lewis Hamilton, I'm thinking, might hit some traffic if Alex Albon and struggled to improve his lap time. Antonelli, the championship leader, not championship leader, championship contender, who's 5 points behind the championship leader, is out. Oscar Piastri finished his lap time earlier. I didn't see it, I don't think, but he did not improve. Unless he comes into pits now, I don't actually know. I got lost to this crash thing. Yeah, he did finish his lap time. He's out. I'm trying to look for the next car to finish the lap time. It is going to be Ollie Behrman, he does not improve. Lewis Hamilton, where does he go? He will probably not improve it much either. I don't think he did. As we hit now, George Russell crosses the line too. He also did not improve. And his teammate who is out currently. Lando Norris, he might get a bit of slipstream off this Apex GP of who I think it's Sonny Hayes. It is Sonny Hayes, obviously. Yes, that is not really. Charles Leclerc across the line. He goes P3. Here's Yuki Tsunoda. Where can Yuki Tsunoda improve from P12? Nowhere. Hadjar and Verstappen. Oh, Verstappen is P6. Hadjar seems to be the last one to cross the line. As Perez crosses the line now. He stays P20. Hadjar on the final corner. Where will he put that car? P15 to P15. Bottas is started another. Valtteri Bottas has somehow started another lap. He is getting a third lap in. And will Oscar Piastri? No, Oscar Piastri will miss out on the third lap. Oscar Piastri will just miss out on the third lap, as Valtteri Bottas will not though, and he will get a third lap in. Valtteri Bottas will get a third lap in. It's the first time I think in this championship we'll see somebody get a third lap in qualifying. Really, it's a shame we don't get to see sector times, but I'm guessing he's not improving too much. Around the final corner now, he'll get potentially a bit of slipstream here. Not really, as the Red Bull of Hadjar does go into the grass. But what can Bottas do? He does not improve. I thought he'd improved. Once again, Lewis Hamilton is on pole position from Oscar Piastri. I think it's my second race in a row. We had that third race in a row. No, Charles Leclerc in third, Norris in fourth, fifth is Ollie Behrman. Great qualifying session for him. Verstappen sixth, seventh Kimi Antonelli crashed down qualifying, eighth Russell, ninth Alex Dunn, and 10th Esteban Ocon, 11th Pierre Gasly, 12th Yuki Tsunoda. Good qualifying session for him. 13th Gabriel Borletto, 14th Carlos Sainz, 15th Isaac Hadjar, 16th Nico Hulkenberg, 17th Sonny Hayes, 18th is Alexander Albon, 9th is Joshua Pierce, 20th Fernando Alonso, 21st Valtteri Bottas, 22nd is other Porsche support Arvid Lindblad. Let's show and then Sergio Perez rounds up the grid. Here is the lights. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and here arrives. Off they go. It's a long wait. It felt like a little bit there. Lewis Hamilton is got a bit of a gap from Oscar Piastri, or has he? Oscar Piastri seems like he may be able to attack. Potentially there. Charles Leclerc drops down behind Lando Norris. Oscar Piastri stays behind Lewis Hamilton as Verstappen is now all over. Charles Leclerc, no, he does not. Lindblad, it seems like he's ran a bit wide somewhere. We're watching Verstappen, Behrman potentially, no. Yuki Tsunoda, he's had an incredible start up to P9, sorry. Potentially side by side of Esteban Ocon. He's had all over the wall. Yuki Tsunoda's out, and he's in the wall, and it is an absolute chaotic crash. Arvid Lindblad, he was also side by side of Sergio Perez there, who had an absolute great start. Esteban Ocon and Yuki Tsunoda are out, and Lewis Hamilton leads the Grand Prix once again. But Esteban Ocon and Yuki Tsunoda are, of course, Lewis Hamilton now behind the safety car. It's Lewis Hamilton, Oscar Piastri, Lando Norris, Charles Leclerc, Max Verstappen. Leclerc didn't have a great start, went from 3rd to 4th. Yuki Tsunoda, who had an absolutely incredible start, going from 12th, and was battling for 9th. Esteban Ocon was taken out by Esteban Ocon, he was forced into the wall, I think. And now they're both out. That seemed like Porsche's best chance of points in the drain. Here is second place in the championship. It's Kimi Antonelli. He's 5 points, I think it is, behind Charles Leclerc. He is currently running P8 behind his teammate and Ollie Behrman, who Ollie Behrman started P5, is down to P7 after that start. And Charles Leclerc, who started P3, is down to P4. He is championship leader, of course. Lap car can overtake doesn't mean he's probably in this lap. How long will he be championship leader for? I was just thinking what Ferrari's strategy could be, doing opposite strategies of both their drivers, as Lewis Hamilton is on soft tyres. And his teammate is on mediums. Like, similar thinking goes to Red Bull, who are on mediums for Verstappen and soft for Hadjar. And Audi, who are on soft for Borletto, mediums for Hulkenberg. And actually, Apex are on hard tyres for Hayes, and soft for Pierce, of course. Last race we only saw 8 finishers, so let's hope we don't see that this time. Safety car is ending as he rounds the final corner. When will we go into this lap? McLaren drivers, both on soft tyres. Lewis Hamilton, both on soft tyres. Well, no, Lewis Hamilton on soft tyres. When's he going to go? When's the safety car going to peel in? Safety car peels in now. Naturally, that's where the pit entrance is. Lewis Hamilton, he's going now. And it seems like he's got a good... He's not really caught Piastri napping. Piastri stayed relatively close to him. He's not going to be able to go for an overtake though. We're actually going to be looking up and down the field for battle potentially. Doing our usual... Antonelli is all over Behrman, that's what I do know. Antonelli, better be careful, he's fighting for a championship here, and he scored very low points recently. Hamilton's at the fastest sector 1. As we see, Antonelli is still not able to get past Behrman. Behrman is defending absolutely incredibly here. Here was Antonelli, he's down the inside of Behrman, he's both run wide a little bit. Behrman runs extra wide though, and he's now probably got on the back foot. And these two Braun GP drivers are also fighting through the corners now. Antonelli though, once again he's staying behind Behrman, he can't get past him, but Russell and Verstappen are also side by side. There's a bit of contact there, a lot of contact there, but they go a bit wide. Russell gets past Verstappen, and that is incredible, but here they go again. Russell, he's ahead of Verstappen, but Lando Norris and Charles Leclerc seemed like they were some side by side there. As he got Behrman and Antonelli also going side by side for turn 1. Behrman and Antonelli are continuing going side by side for the chicane now. As they head down, going wide, not with Behrman and Kimi Antonelli. Antonelli now is staying behind him. Alex Dunn actually going to go for an overtake on Antonelli. Antonelli is getting attacked by Alex Dunn. Alex Dunn gets about forced a bit wide from Antonelli. Antonelli might have to get a taste of his own medicine here from Alex Dunn. He seems to be I have to not stop them, I don't know why I get messages. And they go both very wide there. And Bortoleto, he seems to also be in a battle. And Bortoleto and Carlos Sainz are going side by side as well. Antonelli, he's been overtaken by Alex Dunn. We're watching Bortoleto and Carlos Sainz at the same time here. Overtaken, battling everywhere to go. It looks like as we're... Antonelli, it seems like he's staying behind. Into the pits is George Russell. Russell going 5 laps on them soft tyres. Gasly's also into the pits. As Bortoleto and Hulkenberg are now side by side. As Bortoleto, look at them tyres look absolutely wrecked for Bortoleto. Look at that one there. Oh, that was very close to contact to Aldi. I like these camera angles, they're actually been quite good today for me. As Alex Albon and Hadjar look like they were battling there. This is absolutely incredible. There's racing everywhere we look, and Bortoleto's now kind of fallen back into Alex Albon. Lando Norris and Charles Leclerc were battling there. Charles Leclerc looked like he ran wide because of that, and now lost a lot of time. I wonder if Kimi Antonelli's tyres are maybe a little bit snookered for him to drop off the pace of Alex Dunn. I wonder if these medium tyre runners have found some pace, because look how fast Leclerc is. Oh, that looks very dangerous. Lewis Hamilton's into the pits with Oscar Piastri. Lando Norris now leads the race with Charles Leclerc. Soft tyres seem to have died off after lap 6, as most of them peel into the pits now. It's now Norris leading from Leclerc, from Behrman, from Hulkenberg. These soft tyres look like they're quite slow now, as might actually start to watch out for Charles Leclerc and the mediums, because they also looked pretty snookered. Kimi Antonelli's pitted for hards, and so is Pierce. Hamilton is only 5 second penalty for Gasly. He's caused a collision, and safety car. The two Braun GP drivers have collided, and Alex Dunn's out of the race as a virtual safety car. He's got to have hope potentially that Charles Leclerc's got to have hope that the virtual safety car lasts until he comes into the pits. Given where he is, that could be a possibility. Lewis Hamilton's stuck behind Perez potentially here. It's going to hold Hamilton up as well. Gasly's out. I saw the map being very slow. Gasly seems to have had a little accident under the virtual safety car. The two Braun GP drivers took each other out, and it caused later collisions further down the line. Kimi Antonelli, who went from, I think it was soft, yeah, it was soft, to hard, just the VSC is ending. Hamilton went soft. I wonder what they're thinking of here. Hamilton, but he's going to need to get past Perez now. He's going to try to get past Perez now. He's wrapping around the outside. He easily gets past Perez now. Another virtual safety car. Alonso's crashed. I want better camera angle than that. We're now going back to the bad camera angles, it looks like. And tell you what, that virtual safety car has really saved the day for Charles Leclerc in that. As potentially he's going to exit ahead of Hamilton. He's going to exit miles ahead of Hamilton. These two virtual safety cars have once again actually, virtual safety cars and safety cars have ruined Lewis Hamilton's race and given the win to either Lando Norris or Charles Leclerc. This has come quite often. We're seeing virtual safety cars and safety cars absolutely screw Lewis Hamilton over. He must be getting absolutely sick of it, because in this championship, fantasy championship, he hasn't won a race yet. But Lando Norris is now technically the race leader, with Ollie Behrman fighting for a podium, definitely. Watching this battle, trying to get past a slow Sonny Hayes. This could actually be mental. There's another virtual safety car, and it's Antonelli and Lind. It's Antonelli out of the race. Antonelli is out. He is a championship contender, and he is out. This is absolutely game changing for the championship, as I think Hamilton must be wishing for a safety car soon. Antonelli is out, and so is Arvid Lindblad. Both Porsches are out once again. Ollie Behrman can technically win this race, I'm just pointing it out there. If you lose Hamilton, must be very upset about these safety cars and stuff, as Norris gets ahead of Hayes crucially, and Hayes it looks like he's actually defending Leclerc there. Yeah, he was a little bit, but you now let him by. As hey, I imagine he's going to be coming into the pits soon, potentially, not this lap. Behrman gets past him. Behrman, his tyres be much better than these soft tyres at the end of the stint, so do not rule him out. Yes, he would rule him out because he's got a puncture. He's got a puncture. Behrman's got a puncture. It's devastation for Ollie Behrman. Fighting for a podium. Fighting for a win. He's got a puncture. And that is absolutely devastation. Hamilton better get past him quickly here as well. He's got a puncture. Ollie Behrman. That is absolute devastation. He will be absolutely fuming. Technically he could be fighting for a win there, and he's now got a puncture. There's now a safety car. Hamilton and Hulkenberg are out. The pole sitter and Hulkenberg are out. And the cars despawn very quickly, which is not that usual. But that is an absolutely crucial moment. Hamilton must be really fuming, because he either gets taken out, or an unfair penalty, or an absolute or just a bunch of safety cars that ruin his race. The race leader, well, not race leader anymore, but Lando Norris is in the pits. He was the race leader. He pits for medium tyres. I can imagine Ollie Behrman might be a bit thankful the safety car came out. It kind of saved his. It's just a little bit tiny. I mean, he's already impacted a lot. Sonny Hayes rightfully pitting as well. He is definitely if Albon is Albon going to pit? No. So naturally, he is in the pits as Ollie Behrman because of the puncture. Oscar Piastri, I don't know where he was pitted from, kind of lost where he was, but that safety car earlier on, actually the virtual safety car, is not gonna lie, also screwed Oscar Piastri over. I failed to notice that. It really did screw Oscar Piastri over as well. He's not running outside the points. Yeah, he is pitted more times than others, but the virtual safety cars allowed these two to pit. And it helped them. Stroll is pitting, so is Russell. Russell is also pitting, he's technically a championship contender. Kind of lost where he was though there. Charles Leclerc is naturally going for 2 race wins in a row here. Will the safety car be coming in this lap? Next lap, lap 12. Yeah, the safety car will be in lap 12, which is very important. See lap 13 and lap 14 in racing. Safety car is ending. And that means we're going to see 2 laps of racing. Hopefully. I started recording 18 minutes ago, and now we're going to get hopefully 2 laps of racing, which has been a great race. And I genuinely mean that. Norris versus Leclerc as they go now. Hayes fighting for podium. Albon fighting for a podium. You see some cars already at the background there battling. And Norris though instantly looking on the inside of Charles Leclerc. It's not going to work out naturally. Oscar Piastri trying to get outside of Behrman. That's not going to work either. Behrman now though on the inside of Carlos Sainz. He's going to be trying to look around the outside of Carlos Sainz. No, Oscar Piastri. Through goes Oscar Piastri. No, side by side it looks like they're so tight, so close. Lando Norris and Charles Leclerc though battling. So is Alex Albon. So is Alex Albon and Sonny Hayes. Lando Norris and Charles Leclerc. Lando Norris takes Charles Leclerc out potentially there. No, they're still going side by side. Albon and Hayes can win this race if these two take each other out. But no, looks like Lando Norris takes the lead of the race. But let's to Charles Leclerc and maybe do a switch back here and get past him. Maybe Leclerc gets past him back. Leclerc gets past Lando Norris onto the last lap of the race. Hayes gets up to third ahead of Albon. Lando Norris cruises back by Charles Leclerc on the straight though. Albon cruises back by Sonny Hayes on the straight. Charles Leclerc, is he going to look back down the inside into turn 1? He is looking back down the inside. He's not going to get past him though. Lando Norris seems like he may have won this race, potentially that corner there on the straight. Albon got back past Hayes. Lando Norris has made a gap. Hayes though is still going side by side with Albon. Verstappen can still finish on his podium, and these two potentially collide. Head up down the hill here. Hayes runs a bit wide there. Verstappen, he's going to maybe use that chance to sneak round the inside of Hayes potentially somewhere. I don't see that happening anytime soon though. Behrman's dropped down quite a bit as he's trying to get on the podium. I don't think he will be now. I think Albon has that podium spot. This is absolutely incredible racing. Alex Albon just defends off the spot enough, but Lando Norris seems like he will become the second race winner of the season to win two races. Lando Norris becomes the second multiple race winner of the season. He does it from Charles Leclerc. Alex Albon, does he stay ahead of Hayes side by side across the line? Yes, he does. Alex Albon stayed ahead of Hayes, and the Cadillac drivers bring up the rear. Lando Norris wins it from Charles Leclerc, and then Alex Albon in third place. That was an incredible final few laps there. I can't lie, I thought Leclerc and Norris collided quite a few times, and I thought we could have seen a Williams win once again this season, but no. Lando Norris wins it. Here's the race results: Norris, Leclerc, Albon, Hayes, Verstappen, Hadjar. Great result for Red Bull. Piastri, Russell, Pierce, Borletto, Sainz, Behrman, who dropped down on the last few laps there, Stroll, Bottas, Perez, and Hamilton, who's absolutely unlucky once again this race, Hulkenberg, Antonelli, Lindblad, Nando Alonso, Gasly, Dunn, Ocon, and then Yuki Tsunoda. Here's the driver standings. Charles Leclerc continues to lead championship standings. He now leads it by 7 points. Sorry, I don't know where I got 8 from there. Lando Norris in second place. Russell and Kimi Antonelli third and fourth. Mercedes have definitely dropped off as we went out of the season. Sainz in 5th, 6th Hamilton, 7th Piastri, 8th Albon, 9th Pierce, 10th Hayes, 11th Dunn, 12th Borletto, 13th Gasly, 14th Hadjar, 15th Verstappen, 16th Ocon, 17th Alonso, 18th Behrman, 19th Hulkenberg, 20th Perez, 21st Lance Stroll, 22nd Valtteri Bottas, 23rd are Lindblad, and 24th Yuki Tsunoda. Here's constructor standings. Ferrari leads constructor standings now from 152 points, Red Bull 148, McLaren 143, Williams 115, Apex 93, Braun 79, Red Bull 57, Audi 51, Haas 40, Cadillac 22, not Cadillac 22, Aston 22, Cadillac 7, and Porsche 0. Guys, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe button. Until next time, ring that notification bell, and until next time, see ya.